Here, now you should be able to hear me. That was so quick. I barely started. And we already have first, and we already have somebody in the YouTube chat. Sagar, hi. Yeah, I unplugged my microphone. Why is it so loud now? Just make it a little... Wow. Okay, so this is post. Yeah, now Penguin operator claimed first. Yay. Should also do this. Wait, no. This. Yeah, that was sooner started than I expected. Anyway, ads are going on Twitch, not on YouTube. So oh, also I need to fix this. Let's see what we can do with it. So right now, does it even run? No, it doesn't. MIR body. Oh, that's a tough question. Can I give a brief overview of what the compiler really is in technical terms? I don't know in technical terms. I'm not sure even. And what major concepts we have to know to build it? Well, I mean, I can't really tell because I built. I started building compilers by just doing it. Well, so compiler is a program that turns source code into whatever other representation. Most of the time it's like machine code or assembly, and then to machine code, or like object files and then to linker and then to... Oh yeah, that's it. And also there are... I guess you can call transpilers compilers. I'm not quite sure. But in my case I'm more of making a transpiler. Can you write compiler in various languages? Obviously you can write compiler in any language you want. It's just a program. You can't... The world can't just constrain you to one language to write the compiler in. That's not how it works. Even if this was how it worked, well, then people would have figured out how to expand, I don't know. Anyway, so where is it? Array Cogen. So yeah, to write a compiler, I don't even know what you should know. Depends on what kind of a compiler you want to write. Like, just go for it and see what you need. Like, I can recommend some tutorials, I guess. Why do we get random new lines all of a sudden in my terminal? Also, there are quite a few things with Chattery that I should fix and do. For example, absence of YouTube chat, but I don't think I'm gonna touch that. And YouTube chat is gonna be forever on my second monitor as a browser window. Wow, I can actually type in it today, what? Huh? Normally the typing part, the text input is hidden. That is interesting. Anyway, so MIR body. Your cast are very curious about programming. Oh, or you mean just and very excited to see it. Oh my god, I can barely read this. What's wrong with me? So yeah, right now we're building more like a transpiler. So we're converting Rust to C. Was it sample.c? Oh, it's now empty because yeah, we haven't finished. It crashed last time. Later is gonna come a proper backend that generates binary non C. It's fine. Now, so what do we actually do? I thought about MIR. I thought about using MIR, but no. We can't because basic blocks. I mean, we can. C has gotos. So I guess we can, but I would rather not. I would rather not do gotos. Although in theory you can convert like any graph into, so any like control flow graph into a C program. In theory, I'm not sure though, actually. I haven't proven it. It doesn't compile now. Should probably compile. What else? Yeah, and it seems to work actually. Generate bindings, yeah, sure. Yeah, I think we can just continue on with that. Actually, mutability doesn't work like that, does it? So I guess instead of symbol, I'm gonna do value here. Yeah, it's gonna look ugly. I wanna like, I wanna specifically hard code it to be nicer. So it's like it makes no sense for parameters at least. Like, can you use ref in parameters actually? Let me get my Firefox second instance here. Oh my god. Here. Here. Here we go. So I wanted to look up Godbolt. Can we do ref pattern matching in parameters in Rust functions? That probably made no sense. Oh my god, what is this? Public function test. Oh, and I'd rather use something like Rust Nightly and not the C version. So we can do A, which is I32. Can we do ref A? I think. Oh, we can. What is A then? String size 32, return A. What are you gonna give me? Compilation failed. Oh, expected, so this is a reference, right? Wait, this is just type. This is nonsense, actually. Yeah, this is literally nonsense. We have a reference. So this is basically equivalent to this. What's the point in ref then? And ref mute is basically equivalent to like mutable reference. Ha. Interesting. So I guess we can just hard code it. So for self, yeah, for self it's easy. And here, match pattern. CTX body, or actually E flat. And else I'm just gonna drop a to do here, and I'm gonna get rid of generate bindings for now. Cause yeah, I'm pretty sure the whole last stream was like this. So path, red def, pattern, wait, a def har, right? So we take pattern bind. What do we actually need from that? ID and subpattern. Okay. Equals this. So E flat. Leave ref though. Wait, so you can also do that means we can also do this. So if I do AB, I can just return A, right? But if I do ref this. Oh, what? Oh wait, ref only works on bindings, right? So if I do ref, then it's gonna... Oh my god, oh no. This is so messy, this is so insane. But I think this destructuring should only happen in bindings. Cause... Wait, what am I passing? If I create test2, public function test2, and I'm just gonna call test 1 and 2. So I'm gonna pass a tuple in. What are you gonna... So it compiles. Oh no. So that means if I do this and I do this... Hi Nigel. Yeah, first has been claimed already. Late. Also, where is Chatri? Wait. I just realized. Where did Chatri go? It's still here. Oh, non-existent hello. 1945. Where did Chatri go? Wait, actually. I can't find it. Where's my overlay? It was there. I'm sure it was there. How's it going? It's going great. Oh, here it is. How did it... Where did it go? Okay, can somebody redeem something so I can make sure redeems work? I'm pretty sure last stream I also didn't see redeems. Oh, and yeah, by the way, I think last time I missed the fact that init var followed.
Okay, let's go.
Actually, this wasn't last stream anyway. Okay, redeems work. Thank you. Also, YouTube chat. Please remind me to refresh YouTube chat because it freezes sometimes. Okay, chat is back. Hopefully, it's not gonna disappear. Is there a way? Yeah, compiler, right? Well, technically transpiler right now, but it's gonna become a compiler maybe. Hopefully. I literally typed JK. No, I'm not joking. I'm serious. Why is there no where or if? It would be so useful to have ifs in here. I guess I can match instead. So yeah. Is there anything in Sway window manager, which is what I'm using to do Windows? Oops. Oh, I pinned Chatri. Oh my god. Hi. Wojtekin. What's the best GUI library? It depends. What's happening to Twitch? In Rust. Oh, that changes everything. Probably. I'll see if I can restore this. Probably Igui. I'm not sure though. Okay, so this doesn't restore it. Probably Igui just for the rock. No, it's not. Actually, well, if you're into this kind of thing, Tauri. But I would rather not use Tauri myself because I don't like. I don't. I don't like Electron, and I wouldn't like Tauri either. I think QT has been ported, but I'm not sure. I think it's pretty raw still. Yeah, Igui is probably the best Rust library, Rust GUI library. Also, like, I heard Iced for reactive. Well, I don't know. It depends on what you want to use it for. With raw graphics and TTY and frame buffer without DRM is better. Iced is a graphics library, isn't it? Iced Rust. I know, like. Well, yeah, Iced fits. Iced is pretty nice. It's used inside of Cosmic, that's how I found out about it. But, yeah, I'm not sure. Like, it's reactive. I don't know. Sounds pretty good. Sounds better than Tauri, at least. In my opinion. So, yeah, there's RV GUI yet. RS, I think. Wait, no, maybe not RS. Oh, it's .com. Okay, I guess. RVGUI yet. So this site probably you must try it window. It's well, I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? It's immediate. It is weird if you're used to retained mode GUIs. It's immediate. It's immediate. So yeah, this is a list of a lot of GUI libraries. By the way, I think I tried GTK. Probably GTK 3 though. I don't remember how it went. Oh, and also I heard of FLTK, wanted to try it as well. I literally have an idea on my to-do list saying, I tried GUI. See, I'm not sure. FLTK is very old, I guess. I was like, probably the best you would get is Igui. Maybe Iced if you're making an actual application. And maybe IMGUI if it works better in the environment you're gonna use it, but I wouldn't use IMGUI for actual like applications. By actual applications I mean either you use GUI for like debugging. If you're using GUI for game dev, then you probably want to write your own. Or use your game engines one. And well, yeah. Apps, standalone apps like, I don't know, Git clients, REST clients, what else do people use apps for right now? I know. So that's my opinion, but I'm not very knowledgeable in GUI libraries. Anyway, let's get back to compiler. Oh, I feel like many people said I'm using NVim in past 2 days. I'm using Helix. This is not NVim. But I should probably add like a .files command. Unfortunately, I don't have one. So if you just Google Helix editor, it's kind of like NewVim, but well, it's kind of like Vim because it doesn't have plugins yet. I mean, Vim does, so it's kind of like Vim, but it's different. It's much more polished without any plugins. I heard Helix. Heard of Helix. Okay. So path binding. Let's put binding pattern. So if we have a binding, I'd like to hard code it. Oh, thank you for the follow. Hey. hard code bindings to look nicer. Smiley face. Yeah, I'm literally hard coding bindings. So if you have bindings, I'm not gonna destructure them. Vim but in Rust. I guess, yeah. Well, Helix is different though. Helix is more like cocoons than like Vim. And I already said that multiple times, I'm pretty sure. Also, is this ID? Yeah, it's just an IDX. Name, mode, problems. Okay, what? I need mode. If mode is binding annotation, unannotated, mutable, ref mute. Unannotated. So if it's either unannotated or mutable, I need. Huh? Similar to none. What? I am on Linux. Hi on the YouTube side. I am on NixOS actually. Matches. Guess I can. Yeah, I guess I can do something like that. Wait, what did just happen? It pasted like. Unannotated or mutable binding annotation. Okay, I must use. Actually, I don't. HAR. Wait, no, that's different binding. What is this? It's dev binding. Oh, dev HAR binding annotation. Unannotated or mutable. So I would like to use those. So yeah, that is a little bit odd what I'm doing right now. I've added a few uses more than I usually do, but it's fine. So in this case, and subpath is none, or do we? Actually, no. Now that I think about it, I should have probably rolled back and kept it as is. Yeah. Because I did. So why did we do renaming stuff? Oops. Let's roll back. It was simpler there. So yeah, generate bindings. We do. So this is just an alias if. Ooh, that's binding mode, so that's why. Init var, hi. I am building it in Rust. Partially, mostly I'd say. First time chat, wait, what? Oh, we're 75% towards the follower goal actually. What's condolence? What is this word? I feel like I heard it before. Oh, so this. No. Well, it's partially in Rust. It's mostly in Rust, I'd say. And it's not that bad. It's actually pretty nice. Writing compilers in Rust. Okay, where am I? Here. I'm really afraid of YouTube freezing for 2 hours. Of YouTube chat freezing for 2 hours, like it was yesterday. Well, it's not a loss. Rust is an awesome language, isn't it? I wouldn't be writing in it if it wasn't. To be fair, you've never tried Rust and you're telling me something about it. Well, well, I don't know if you should try Rust, but you probably should. Unless you're like a web developer, you should. You're focusing on C++. So you need to stick to it. Well, C++ is actually a bad language. Hi, Clippy. You must have done this, right? Oh, you also go to the second chapter page. Oh yeah, I'm kind of too lazy to redo all my logos to Clippy, so nah. Well, I might at some point just, because if I'm gonna replace all my logos, I would probably take a new one, make a new photo at least. And to make a new photo, like 1,000 more events must happen. So no, I'm not touching that yet. Maybe at least on YouTube though. IDX pattern. You only replaced YouTube. I mean, fair enough. Design part is hardest. Yeah, I guess. I'm not, but I'm not. In my case, I'm not designing the compiler. Well, no, I am designing the compiler. That's the one thing I am doing, actually. I'm not designing the language because I'm taking Rust Analyzer. Well, I'm taking Rust and like possibly other languages in future. I'm not designing a parser because I'm using Rust Analyzer, and Rust Analyzer handles everything up to type checking and inference for me, and also like incremental parsing as well, which is pretty nice. And then comes my part, my job, of converting what I can take out of Rust Analyzer to whatever is gonna be backend. Okay, so binding modes. I do need to create variables. Transpile it to Lua. No. I mean, actually, that's a good one. That's a good idea. I am transpiling to C first though, because it's easier. I might do a transpilation to Lua backend in the future because this is actually useful. You know. So what do we have here? How do I just want to make it look nicer? Because this would not work. I need to create a variable instead of just reuse one. If I want to handle binding modes properly. And I would rather not. So I at least need to keep track of original variables. It's really good for convenience. Well, I mean, convenience comes at a cost, to be honest. Like, yeah, C++ is nice for bringing generics and I guess classes kinda. But at the same time it brings so much bad things, so many bad things. To be able to work stuff. You like const expert? Oh yeah, const expert is also a good one, I guess. Well, if you like C, you might like Zig. Not sure though. It is opinionated. You always use C. Yeah, and yet you submitted what, Ruby to tournament? Actually, I mean, C was claimed, I guess. um, yeah, I like C. I am still. You can use as much or as little as you want of the C++ library. You can. I remember writing C++ code that hasn't used any C++, any of the C++ std, except for like automatically importing booleans or whatever. So yesterday streamer you hold C to a higher regard than Rust. No! It's just me! It's on me! By the way, Nigel, you still don't have the badge. The artist badge. You can enable it, I think. In whatever it's called. Well, if you want, obviously. Because you have one badge, you have an opportunity to have two, though. And I would definitely take this opportunity. Well, you're still an artist. You just don't have the badge enabled. Doesn't really hand it to you. I mean, I guess. Like, nice features of literally any other language except for C are namespaces and generics. Oh wait, what? Actually, I mean, I also was thinking where is the chatter thing here, because there should be one. Anything dynamic? Well, no. Anything dynamic can be done in C just as well. If you're talking about like stuff like dynamic dispatch or trait objects from Rust. Well, dynamic dispatch well, yeah, dynamic dispatch literally in any language. Well, it's not that hard even. It's pretty simple. It's pretty easy. Okay, so if you go to chat link, huh? Well, you definitely have it here. Artist. So you're definitely an artist. So I don't know. You should be able to select it here. Wait, no, it's in channel badge. Oh, non-mod settings. Oh, I don't have tribute. Oh, this. And identity. And chat identity, and here you can. Oh yeah, chat identity. In node mode settings, you have. And you should have like channel badge. Well, you have global badges, and you have channel badges. And in channel badges, you should probably have artist badge. Then there's also subscriber badge. How long? 1 year. The colon. Oh, wait. Is this a reference to RoboFootball actually? Did they make colon the strongest one? Well, actually, colon wasn't the strongest one. Semicolon was the strongest one. Huh? And yeah, you can also use custom badge, but that's pretty useless. Wait, did it just... Oh no, it just replaced. I thought it added the fourth one. Anyway. So yeah, you should be able to select it in your chat identity, even in mode view. Oh, third, let's go. All claimed. Maybe we can beat Cubeman in first bash stack one day. By the way, I was editing I was trying to edit the streams into a video. Well, yeah, it exists, just he can't for some reason select it. Well, right now, that's a little bit sneak peek. Right now it doesn't do much, but if you go to... Actually, what does the description say? Oh, it disappears. Oh, Bedcop made it disappear. Fine. So, technically, it is first. It is called first. So if you go... Actually, I can do this. If you go to first bashsta.cc, so that's a leaderboard. And you can go to my name and you can see leaderboard for the chatters. With Nigel having like 5, 6 about 7 times as much as like the second place. So when you redeem first, you get 3 points, I think. Oh wait, 5 points, I think. I don't remember, 5 or 3 points. When you redeem second, you get 3 or 2 points. I guess 3 because there is no point with 2 points. And when you redeem third, you get 1 point. And yeah, they add up to have a leaderboard. And if we go back here, when you claim like first, second, or third, the same amount of points goes to my score, which helps me beat other streamers. We beat Cubeman and then I stopped streaming. By the way, this is a nice number. I think there might be a person in the chat who knows what this means anyway. Metami hasn't streamed for so long, yet he's holding like 1k. Anyway, so for now it's only for the leaderboard. Later I might introduce something cool with it. We'll see. Because there's a whole bunch of features in my overlay, like plushes here and other things. Okay. So, I guess I kinda need to store. Where's Gudrun? I kinda need to store registered symbols. To not reuse names. I mean, doesn't really make sense. Don't want to. Hmm. So yeah, binding modes. Oh, it doesn't even show anything. Yes, yeah. Nixus and Kitty. Literally. Oh my god, that's kind of funny. So Terminal Kitty, I have used Ghosty before, but I switched to Kitty because pains, and Kitty has a bunch of cool features, like Kitty Panel. And yeah, NixOS, Linux, I don't know. Yeah, Kitty is nice. I have used Kitty before, even before I started using Ghosty. And then I just wanted to try Ghosty because everyone likes it. But Ghosty doesn't have kittens. I'm pretty sure. Switch from Alacrity. Oh, actually, I have used Alacrity as my first terminal. But I have used. So how it went? I think I have used Alacrity. Well, no, I have used Console for a few months, I guess. Then I switched to Alacrity as soon as I went away from KDE for the first time or started customizing stuff. Yeah, this is cool. So yeah, I used Console. The story is deeper. So I used Console, then I used Alacrity. I used Alacrity a lot, and then I switched back to Console, and I used it for a while, because if you theme KDE like to look like macOS, Console looks very cool, and it's also pretty simple. But it has a lot of bars, a lot of buttons, and takes a lot of screen space. Besides person who literally has their desktop with like gaps. Anyway, I use foot when something opens it. But I mean, normally it opens Kitty. So yeah. So yeah, I switched back to Console. Then I went to Kitty because I watched a video on best terminals. I tried Western, but it didn't run on NixOS. Then I went to Ghosty because everyone said Ghosty is nice and it got released. And then I switched to Kitty. What about text editor? Well, that's a deep story. I'm not gonna tell it Unless you redeem story time. Just kidding. I mean actually. But right now I'm using Helix. Helix, which is pretty nice. Graphbox theme. Yeah, I said Helix. Wonder what's up with my latency right now. Well, actually, my latency on the overlay is much worse. I don't know why. Probably loading pages and colors and stuff. Also, it doesn't take your color. Do you have not set a custom color? Might be. Ooh, hike honey. I was actually going to ask you something, but I guess it doesn't matter. Well, yes. Returning Helix and own my dot files. How to install configs? I guess you can go to link.all.sh and copy some lines from there. So Kanye, why is Twitcher sending me random HTTP errors sometimes? Sometimes, not even all the time anymore. So if you look at my dot files, well, my dot files aren't really made to be used. Probably. Cause so I have my overlay here. Oh, that's too big. And well, today I was lucky. It only like threw a few errors. But most of the time, when I started, it throws a few red and yellow lines into config, saying something about nulls, probably SSL and HTTP. They did this in 4.4. They tried to fix it in 4.4.1, but didn't work well. So yeah, my config files weren't really meant to be installed anywhere apart from my laptop. Emacs Lisp mentioned. I have tried Emacs, yeah. They get resent when they fail. Well, yeah, that's still pretty annoying though. Also, why can't I scroll anymore? Wait, what? What happened? I think. Okay, hold on. Need to refresh. I did watch LConQ a little bit. Oh no, not again. Here. What's wrong with my terminal? Oh, here it is. So I watched LConQ or LClonk, somebody calls it, calls him. I know. A little bit, but normally I don't. So yeah, coming back to dot files. Is he actually live every night? There are a lot of streamers I would love to watch, but they're streaming it from 3 a.m. my time to 6 a.m. my time, and I'm just not awake there. Second most chaotic Dave stream. I mean, actually, maybe. I don't know. I haven't been there much. So, point of my dot files is that they were not meant really to be installed, but I do use my dot files on multiple machines. For example, Raspberry Pi. Minor. Okay, so, oh my god, really... all streamers you listed, I know them all. I haven't watched any of them in past few days. Or I guess like I have never watched Boom. Don't count my roles. Okay, so oh, did you? Maybe. IRAD stream were also a bit chaotic. At some point, at least. Like right now, they're pretty calm for some reason. Anyway, so if you look at my dot files, there's link all file, and it's just split. So first section is regular files. So if you want to link my maps, you do this line of code, and link.sh is just symlink. It just remove this file and symlink this to this. basically. So yeah, then sway, waybar config, kitty config, helix config. So you install configs with one line, it symlinks entire directory. And yeah, if you want to symlink ZSH for example, you'll need to use two commands. Tmax same, two commands. Emacs same, two commands. Oh, and also if you want to use Emacs, no, I'm not writing readme. It wasn't meant to be installed. Listen, and even if you want to install it, it should be pretty obvious, right? I mean, it's pretty simple. Like there are sections that are labeled, and if they're not labeled, then that's how you install them. Oh, you use Windows. Your Wi-Fi. Oh, that's so painful. But you can probably still install the configs. My Helix configs have a bunch of things. So you just copy it. I actually don't know where. I assume app data somewhere. I don't remember. I haven't used Windows in 2 years. Except for like Olympiads. Yeah. So in my config files there is languages toml, which by the way, oh yeah, I know. I have another card that's like proprietary, but it works. You only use Windows. Switch to Linux. So yeah, I have Waka time in languages.toml though. So you probably only want to copy config.toml. And like, there isn't much config. I just have theme set. Yeah, I just have theme set. You've been using Linux too much, huh? Oh, you can try. WSL is actually very nice for development. I used it before. Just making sure YouTube chat is still working and refreshing just in case. So yeah, I only have summary binds. Inline diagnostics enabled. Cursor into bar shape when inserting. And like relative name numbers, disabled mouse. Although I'm pretty sure I still use it. Buffer line multiple. I don't even remember what this is, to be honest. So like, my configs aren't a big deal for Helix. And then there are also a lot of Lisp files or actually scheme files for plugin system. We made Game of Life and plugins in Helix plugin system, I'm pretty sure. This was a fun stream. Anyway, so do we... WSL kernel is a bit mad, doesn't support a lot of low-level stuff. Really? I mean, I haven't used it for like many crazy things. I only used it to just open the terminal and run GCC. Yeah, that's it. And after that I switched to Linux and never went back. And never installed WSL again. Well, actually I have Windows installed on my laptop. Just for like flashing stuff. You tried to mount a LUN. What is LUN? Not possible. Oh, also WSL2 clashes with virtual machines. So you can't have WSL2 and VMs, I'm pretty sure. Which is also annoying. But yeah, I don't use VMs, so I didn't care about it really. Network storage. Oh, I mean, yeah, I think I only mounted like my hard drive there. was thinking of switching your main desktop to some sort of distro. You're not sure yet though. Well, I don't know. Then I should plug device, you guess. Well, I don't use network storage. That's why I can only hold one VOD of my streams at a time. So yeah, we haven't done anything yet. Binding modes. I do need to fix it, to be honest. Do I need to? Oh, I will need to do trades and functions soon. You try to network boot your Raspberry cluster because they degrade to many SD cards. Oh. Wow. That is interesting. Wait, does it work with... You still need SD cards to netboot, don't you? Well, maybe you don't actually, I'm not sure. I haven't done netboot either. Although I have it, I think I had it at on my ISO stick. I have a USB stick with like a ton of ISOs. Nope, you don't. Oh, I guess. Well, I have my Pi with I have a single Raspberry Pi 3B with a single SD card, 32 gigs, and I used it to run my 3D printer. But I don't run my 3D printer a lot anymore because it's a bit broken. Only for the Pi 3 because that has a faulty bootloader. Oh. Can't you refresh a bootloader? Well, I guess you can't. um. Well, I mean, I think a Pi 4 or Pi 5 is great for a mini home server. I also have heard of Zima Blade, I'm pretty sure it was called. I don't know. Not that I run servers much. If I would just use a laptop. Yeah, Zima board, I guess. Kill 3 times 4 SD cards. But I guess when you don't do components on the Pis, it shouldn't be big big of a deal. Well, I mean, you don't. Well, Pi clusters, I guess. Whatever. Let's run. Let's see. I really want to address this for some reason, which means we need to declare variables. Wait, back and here, right? You owner Pi use USB disks because you don't have SD card on the left. Well, I have SD card in my laptop, but every time I eject the SD card using the GUI, which I never do anymore, the whole slot is getting ejected, and I can't use it anymore. So I use a USB adapter instead. Pi cluster is so nice to learn Kubernetes. Well, Pis are expensive though. Isn't USB much slower? Is it? Do Pis have USB 3? I think USB 3 isn't much slower. Well, depends on the SD card, I guess, and on the USB stick as well. Define variable. Create a variable. USB 2 versus a good SD card. Well, no. USB 2, okay. USB 2 is slow versus a good SD card. But USB 3, I think it can probably even beat it. I don't know actually if Pis have USB 3. Pi 5s should. I think Pi 4s as well. And I feel like Pi 3 should also have USB 2. Wait, USB 3. Well, 3B plus at least. Oh, I don't have a 3B plus though. I have 3B. Anyway, define variable. Symbol value. Yeah, but yeah, USB 3 can be extremely fast. Can connect monitors, again them. Pis are using USB 2 until 4th generation. until 4. Wait. Generation. Yes. Well, I feel like Pi 3B plus should have Pi 3B plus USB 3. Well, Pi 4 must have USB 3. The USB ports on all existing Pis are USB 2.0. Oh. Okay, here. What is this? Oh wait, this Model A, Model B. Those are the originals. They feel so weird, kind of like knockoffs, to be honest. And like Pi Model B Plus actually looks like a Raspberry Pi now, with those rounded corners and holes in the corners. I guess that's what makes me think it's a Pi. Okay, we have Pi 2 Model B, USB 3. Ooh, indeed, Pi 4's Pi 4 and Pi 5 are the only one who have USB 3. Wow. I thought Pi 3B Plus could have had USB 3. But I guess it doesn't. Well, yeah, you're not gonna use Pi 3 anymore, so... It's like... You would probably use Pi 5 at this point. Maybe Pi 4. Pi 3 is like so old at this point. Even when I bought my Pi 3B, Pi 4s already existed, I'm pretty sure. It was just... No, they were just not common in my country. Improved... Oh! Well, yeah, they... Gigabit Ethernet, I'm pretty sure, and... yeah, I don't know anything else about it. I only remember like that Pi 3B Plus would give me Gigabit Ethernet. And even then, I couldn't really use it because I don't have a Gigabit network. And not that I would... I mean, actually, I streamed from my Pi 3B. I have streamed from there. I have ran an event, it was fun. But yeah, it's not quite... wasn't quite powerful enough. I think I settled it for 480p or 360p. I think I wanted 480p. so it's like, this was my dream expectation thingy. You have Pi 2 lying around. 2 Pi 3, 4 Pi 4s, and a couple of derivations. Oh, derivatives. Yeah, what about Orange Pis? Have you ever tried that? I know you have Jetson Nano, I'm pretty sure. People are like... What do people do on Jetson Nano? Run AIs and computer vision tasks? I guess. Okay, let's define variable. No, Jetson you have also two. Well, whatever. It's summary running on them. Yeah, I remember that. That's why I was talking about that. That's no, CGen. CGen librs. Wait, no, CGen Cogen here. Need to make this function. Should be pretty simple. Oh, also it doesn't return value. It shouldn't return value. Maybe you wanna batch more stuff on them. They're bored almost all the time. I mean, yeah, chaotic YouTube summary. Wait, chaotic ad summaries are not enough. Wait, what was it? I feel like I wanted to Google something, but then forgot. I guess no. Oh wow, that's huge. Hold on. Oh, also I yielded 2 stream alerts. Oh no. Yeah, I have restarted stream twice. Oh, Nigel, you don't have a role page. That is weird. I guess I'm gonna reassign the role. Hold on, let me just do a shameless promotion of wait, where is it? Here. Of the scripting language tournament. Oh, ads are starting soon. Oh no. Oh no, ads are going. Okay, I guess we'll wait. I guess we'll wait for ads to finish before I can promote it. Yeah. Well, at least pre-rolls are off, hopefully. Oh, and also, yeah, I really need to put this somewhere. Let's see, community roles manager. Oops, come back. Let's get rid of artist. Move the badge from their account and let's add it back. Now, now Nigel should get the artist badge back. I don't know though. Add in progress. Self. In the meantime, let me write some boring code. Function body. Here. Statements. Push. So variable declaration statement. Tamago statement. Oh, also I do need to use stuff. I do need to use values. I will need to figure it out. Break, continue new line. We need variable allocation. Oh, ads are done. Yay. Oh, beige moved. Beige moved to as the second one. So yeah, let's see. So now I can actually say, if any of you want to participate